y'all, this PS Milan 2 underscores on Instagram, and we are back with Businesswoman Podcast. And today I have a special guest, and it is one of my girls from Businesswoman University, Shanda. Okay, yes, it is. I call her Shay, so yeah. But pretty much, my girl Shay and I went viral on Instagram. We got over 1 million views, and a lot of people were basically calling us a scam. So today we're basically going to address the issue, and we're going to talk about, is this a scam or is it not? Or is it just too good to be true because school don't teach you?
Interesting.
I don't know. Well, let's talk about it. Okay, but first, before we talk about it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And yeah, y'all, and basically tune in with more episodes with us because we be dropping a lot of gems. All right, so let's talk about the video. So let's pull it up. So we went viral on Instagram, pretty much. I made a reel, me and her, because she closed on her first Airbnb. Congratulations to her. Yes, so she basically closed on her Airbnb, and I'm gonna put the video up here for y'all can see it. Here it goes. My girl Shay was able to get $150,000 in funding just to close on her first Airbnb, and she didn't have no job, no proof of income, and she had no revenue in her business. Okay, the first thing she did was have an LLC, and then she built her relationships with multiple banks like Navy Federal, PNC, Bank of America for at least 30 days. She didn't have to buy no trade lines, have no net 30s, or list herself, or even have a business address. The way she was able to do that was she applied for every product that each of these banks had on their website, and then she liquidated the credit cards to put down on her first Airbnb. If you want to do the same, DM me business. Alright, so basically in the video we talked about how she got over $150,000 in funding, and she didn't have no job and no proof of income, and basically, yeah, and she didn't have no trade line. Well, okay, when I meant no trade lines, I didn't mean no primary trade lines. I meant like no like net 30s and stuff like that. That's what I meant. Yeah. But you know, it's a, how long is this video? 30-second reel or something like that. So a lot of people had their own assumptions. Okay, so basically she got $150,000 with no job, no proof of income, and stuff like that. And the reason why she got that was
Through good credit, for one, and having a business for two.
Period. Okay, she got good credit. So that's like the key. Because even then, even if she didn't have nothing, no income like at all, like y'all, she doesn't, banks don't ask for proof of income when you're trying to apply for credit cards. Okay, when you're trying to get a business credit card, they ask you for your projected income, which pretty much means how much is your business making within the next year or so, pretty much. So you just say how much your business is going to make, how much you think your business is going to make. It could be how much you think your business is going to make with the funding, how much you think your business is going to make. So that's basically, and they don't ask for income on the credit card application. I mean, I think I got an ask for proof of income before, only because I never got asked for proof of income. Did you? But I know that some of my students did, but that's because some people just overdo it. Like, they might be like, oh, I'm making $400,000 next year in my business, when it's just like, relax. Like, you're doing too much.
Yeah, so I asked for income for nothing, but I was putting lower numbers. I wasn't like OD.
Yeah, so it's just like, you're not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna make 500. You know what I mean? You're gonna say reasonable numbers on how much you think your business is going to make next year. So that's basically why, like, we never got asked for proof of income for credit cards. Okay, so yeah, so that's number one. Number two, a lot of people were talking about how she closed with $150,000, basically, like she bought the Airbnb for $150,000.
And that's just not true, no. Even though the term was closed, yeah, closed might just be on a house, but how we use it in the video is closed, meaning like we obtained the apartment and we were able to use it for Airbnb, but the whole 150 wasn't used for Airbnb. Only a portion of it was used to get the Airbnb, furnish the Airbnb, so on and so forth, but it was not an entire 150 used for a mortgage or a down payment or nothing like that. And for one, it's not a house, it's an apartment. I mean, it might look like a house, or a small house, but it's a small apartment. So There was no mortgage involved, and there was no down payment involved in terms of getting the mortgage. It was just an apartment approval.
So, like she said, she didn't use the whole 150 to basically get one place. Like that would actually be a little bit dumb on our end if we did that. Because even with real estate, we're not using 150,000 in credit cards to get one property. Like we know the game, okay? Like we know the game, okay? You would use the credit card to put down on $100,000 house. If you want to get a $100,000 house, you would use 20%. You need 20% down. So what you put 20,000 down of the credit card, okay? But you will not use the whole 150 of credit cards on one place because the interest does kick in after 6 to 12 months, depending on the credit card, and stuff like that. So
or 18, 21, depending on the credit card.
Or 18 months, yeah. 18 months too. Like they have 6 months, 15 months, 12 months, 18 months.
21 months.
I didn't know there was 21.
Girl, it's 21 months.
But yeah, so they got, you know what I mean? And then somebody commented on like the video, was talking about how like, and then you can transfer it to another 0% interest business credit card if you did run out of time, right? But in this case, she's not gonna run out of time too, because the way Airbnb works is you should make your money back within 6 months, but now like the Philly market isn't like it was before, so it won't take more than a year for her to make her money back though on the Airbnb, and she's possibly she should only be spending $10,000. But that's besides the point.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, so basically she should be only spending like 10 grand, but possibly let's say 15 grand, even if it was 20 grand on one Airbnb that she spent. The Airbnb possibly, you know, we project if she does make 1 to 2, I feel as though she should make like 2,000, especially if that place is really nice. 2,000 a month, but if she does make like 1,000 a month, then it'll probably take her, you know, a little bit over a year to pay that off. But the business credit cards are 0% for, like I said, 12, 18, you know, to 21 months. So, but yeah, so yeah, it could take, you know, around that time. But like when I did Airbnb, it was taking, you know, 6 months to pay off the credit card, and if we did $10,000 in an investment, pretty much. So I'm pretty sure she's not gonna spend 20,000 on that unit though. She's probably gonna spend 15 max. So it should probably like, you know, take you like a year or less to pay it off. So where's the bad investment? I don't think it's a bad investment.
Me neither.
Yeah. All right, so yeah. Let's recap it all real quick. So basically, she got 0% interest business credit cards because they don't ask for proof of income when you apply for business credit cards, as long as you have good personal credit. And good personal credit doesn't always mean just a 750 credit score. It means like you have strong credit profile, meaning you have some accounts on there as well. Like, talk about that. Talk about that.
So for my personal credit report at the time, I did have about 15 open accounts. My average credit history was about a year and 8 months. It wasn't even a full 2 years. Although I did have credit cards that were open for over 2 years. I think like my latest card to my earliest card, the average was only about like a year and 8 months. But I still was able to get approved for business credit cards. And of course, not one credit card was $150,000. It was multiple cards. And that is just done by strategically applying for cards that pull from different bureaus. But yeah, that's really like credit game if you really want to talk about it. But
yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. So honestly, her profile was strong, so y'all not looking at, because in that 30-second video y'all not getting all the information, and you're not supposed to, because at the end of the day it's like she signed up for Businesswoman University, and that's how she learned the information, and that's how other people are going to get the full information. But honestly, I drop a lot of gems on my live like for free, so you can get the full information just by watching my stuff. But in that video you're not going to get everything, right? In one video you're not going to get everything, so you got to watch everything. But basically she had history before that. Like, she been paying on time on multiple different credit cards, like, and she maintained that. So for her to maintain, I don't remember exactly her limits, but like, let's say she had a $5,000 limit on one card, a $10,000 limit on another card, and she maintained paying that on time. Of course the bank is going to give her a $10,000 business credit card. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you have to maintain your credit cards on your personal credit and build a strong credit profile with credit cards that you pay on time so you can get approved for business credit cards. Because you can't just have a 750 credit score with one credit card and get approved. It doesn't work like that.
Right. So you just want to make sure that you're building out your profile, even if it's not all credit cards, like making sure that you have like different credit factors, like either like a loan or a line of credit or auto loan or mortgage, just different factors that go into having a strong credit profile to then get access to capital for the business.
Yeah. And like she said, she didn't get 150 on one, she got it on multiple different bureaus. It was strategy. So pretty much like there's business credit cards that pull from TransUnion, there's some that pull from Equifax, and there's some from pull from Experian. So for example, American Express pulls from Experian. US Bank pulls from TransUnion, right? And Key Bank pulls from Equifax. So right there, she probably got 10 from one, 10 from the other, and 10 from the other. That's 30,000. But I believe, how much US Bank gave you? Just US Bank.
On each of my cards, they was giving me like 8 a piece. So I got 3 from US Bank, which was like 8, 16, 24.
So it's 24,000 from just US Bank, which pulled from one credit bureau. They give you one inquiry?
They definitely give me one inquiry.
And one inquiry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
within
Key Bank
30 days.
And Key Bank don't even give an inquiry. So there goes that. And then, well, you didn't do Key Bank, I don't think. But
and then Amex don't pull an inquiry.
And Amex don't do an inquiry. And then you did BOA, right?
Mm-hmm.
BOA pulls from Experian, but since Amex didn't pull inquiry, she got that one inquiry from BOA. And then you did, and then Truist does Equifax. So it's just like she didn't even have that many inquiries for on top of that. But we'll talk about that another time. We ain't gonna give you all the free game because we're scams. So, you know, let me stop. let me stop. All right. I'm cracking up, no, for real. That's how it is. But it's cool, y'all. We know some people don't know about the information, but it's okay because we're here to tell y'all. But yeah, so that's pretty much the game. Now let's look at some of these comments on what people were saying about us and what people were basically saying. They said we were a scam. They said we were doing fraud. They said we were just
the blind leading the blind.
They just was just adding the IRS, the FBI, the
mad stuff,
all the stuff. But it's cool. Like, let's look at some of these comments.
Okay.
So what are some people saying?
Okay, so first comment says, even if Airbnb is doing good, she won't be able to pay that $150K loan back for 10 years due to expenses, maintenance, and not all Airbnb is a fun ride. Stop borrowing money, get your own money, save and buy your own shit. Stop looking for the easy way out just to say you own something, because in 5 years, you ain't gonna own shit. So to address that comment about stop borrowing money and get your own, you make money using other people's money. That's what the term OPM is, other people's money. So if you were rich, you're not putting up your own money as collateral. You're using the bank's money to either make money or take those losses on their money instead of your own. So that's for one.
And for two, like we said, she didn't use the whole 150,000 on one Airbnb. She used 10 to 15 on one. So even if you was to do, let's do the math real quick for them. You have 150,000 divided by 15. So that means you could get 10 Airbnbs with 150,000 if you did 15,000.
Not even just in one city. It could be in a different country.
It could be anywhere. Yeah. So, but let's just keep it simple for them. Let's do, you got 10 Airbnbs for 15,000, right? Let's say they all make 2,000, or should we say 1,000? I don't know. Even if we do 1,000,
1,000 profit
a month.
Okay.
Right? And that's like, I feel as though on the low, because
that's on the low.
That's on the low. And then that's profit.
Oh,
that's
minus. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because
pocket money.
Yeah, pocket money. So times 10, you're making $10,000 a month.
And in a year.
So in a year, you'll make $120,000 a year. So you're basically, how long are you going to pay that $150,000 divided by $10,000 a month? In 15 months. And that's the low end, because she can make.
That's how investments work.
And that's how investments work. That's another thing people don't understand. People think you're supposed to make $10,000 tomorrow. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes time to make money. And another thing that she said was that we're trying to make easy money. It's not easy.
It's not. Is it passive? It's supposed to be passive income, but nobody said it was going to be easy money. Nobody said it's a get rich quick scheme. No, it's
we just said it takes
your
time.
money. It's working for your money, making your money work for you, using other people's money, and continuing to invest your money to make more money.
And it still takes time though. Like I've been doing this for 5 years. So a lot of people were writing me like, oh, you just want to get rich. I can't believe like these people don't want to work no more. Bro, I work harder than all of y'all, like stamped. And I'm not even gonna say
That girl work hard.
I work hard. You know what I mean? Like I work harder than most people out here. Like I'm top like 1% of out here. Like if we're gonna be honest, like I work harder than most people, a lot of people, than possibly 99% of people out here. I work harder than. So for somebody to say, because I know a lot of people said that to me in my DMs, and a lot of people said it to me regardless, and I was just like that shit made me like.
I mean, you getting rich. Who said it was quick?
Nobody's.
Sometimes
It's not
than
quick.
others,
I've been doing it. And it's not quicker than others. I've been doing this shit for 5 years, and it's been ups and downs, and not even that. It's just like, I'm just working smarter because I know how to do something, and I'm not afraid to take a risk. And I'm not afraid to spend money to make money. And so it's just like, I'm not afraid to spend it. And it's just like, I work hard every single day for me and my child. And for people to say that is just crazy to me. I thought that was just one of the most out-of-pocket things that somebody would say for them to try to keep saying that I'll just be trying to get rich quick. Like, no. I'm the last one to tell you. I'm the first one to tell you that this shit is not a quick shit. It's not. It takes time to get your credit up there.
It might be some plays involved, but it's not a scheme. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to another comment.
Yeah, all right, so let's go to the next comment.
Next comment. Legal issues aside, not only does she have to pay back $150K with tax, but if I'm not mistaken, $150K was just the down payment. Will she not have a mortgage to pay as well on top of that? The benefit of a down payment is that it's money you don't have to pay back, LOL. But doesn't she now owe money on the down payment and the monthly mortgage, property tax, etc.? The $150K is the only thing she's talking about paying back, but I don't know what home you're able to buy for $150K these days, LOL. Somebody smarter at business than me, explain if you don't mind. And we will. So to address that, circling back, remember I have a note on my computer that says stop choosing hard, but when we really depicted that statement, it's like, well, don't you choose hard? It's like, at the end of the day, you have to choose your heart. So regardless of what's on my computer, you have to choose your heart. Like, you either gonna choose your heart by, going to work and putting your best foot forward at work, or waking up and being an entrepreneur and putting your best foot forward at being an entrepreneur, or becoming a mom and making sure that you're a good mom and putting your best foot forward of being a good mom. Like, shit is hard. Like, you have to choose your heart and what works for you. Not to say it's gonna work for everybody. A job don't work for everybody. Entrepreneurship don't work for everybody. Being a mom don't work for everybody. Like, you have to choose your heart. So just because we're choosing a lane that you're not comfortable with stepping in, don't step in that shit then. Like, do what you do at your job, and it'll be that.
And to address the comment.
This
Again.
comment. Oh, the other comment.
No, that comment.
Oh, this comment.
Again. Who said that? Like, nobody said that she put $150,000 down on a house. Like, bro, she got approved for $150 and she used 15,
A portion,
10 to 15
on a fraction
of that
funds.
Yeah. So that's the thing. A lot of assumptions were made as well. So let's talk about that real quick. A lot of assumptions were made in the videos. People thought that she did that. People thought we were scamming, which we don't scam. I literally teach people how to build their credit from nothing to get funding with no proof of income. Like this, it's not hard because banks give you, there's no such thing as no doc loans on banks, but I don't do loans because with loans you have to have a 2-year LLC and you have to have taxes. So for new businesses, what banks recommend is credit cards, business credit cards with 0% interest for a couple of months. That's what banks recommend. So that's what you should get if you are a new business, okay? And you can use that, for example, you can use that to go and furnish your Airbnb by just buying things on Amazon and stuff like that. So it's just like, you can use this money. So people said that. People said I did circular transactions, which first of all, that was the first time I ever heard of that. I don't even know what that term is, but I make real money, okay? I have right now we have 150 girls inside of Businesswoman University that pay monthly subscriptions every single month, $197 a month, and some of them pay like $50 a month. So yeah, like I had over 200 girls sign up last month in Businesswoman University at $197 minimum because some of them pay $497 up front. So you do the math. We're making real money out here, and I don't have to lie and say that my business makes a certain amount because I actually make money. I actually make sales. Like every single day I make sales and I make money. So it's no need for me to make fake transactions on my business or anything like that. So that was y'all assumption. It wasn't me. So y'all can keep assuming and keep making, twisting up my words and making my videos sound however you want it to sound and saying that, oh, she does this, she does that, she does this, she's a scammer. Nobody's scammed. All we do here inside of Businesswoman University is teach women how to build their credit so they can get funding. That's it.
And that's just one of her businesses.
Right, because right now we're inside of a pink event space. We're inside a pink event space, and I didn't know, like, having event spaces and throwing parties for people, and then a pink place is illegal, because it's not. Oh, it's crazy, because somebody left me like, I don't even have, like, I just started putting, like, this on Google, which I don't have it on there anymore, but I was trying to put it on Google, and one of the people that was in the comments, I guess, I don't know how they found my pink places, but they found it, and I didn't have no reviews. I didn't even know I had it on Google yet. They put a bad review. I had one review, and it was from them. They're like, don't book her place, she scams. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You're really commenting on my pink place? And I didn't even know my shit was on Google. My shit's not on Google, though, by the way, y'all. Anymore, but I'm gonna put it back up there soon.
That's absurd. What?
People were drawing on us. Well, people were drawing on me the most, but it's fine. Anyways, yeah. So what we do is we get our credit right and we get money from the banks because banks throw money at people who have good credit. That's pretty much it. Is there another comment?
Yep. So quite a few actually. And they talk about property tax and stuff. Property taxes come with a house. That's what my landlord.
Oh, but by the way, she does subleasing. She rents the place. So for people to think like, how is it on $15,000? She rented the place, and she rents on top of the rent. So basically, her rent is like, I'm gonna just keep it simple. I think it's like around $2,000. So it's like, let's say her rent's $2,000, and she charges $200 a night times 20 nights. What's that? 200 times 20. That's like $4,000, right? Yeah. She makes $4,000. She profits $2,000.
Yeah. After
paying the rent. That's how rental arbitrage works, basically. So that's basically what we do. She didn't buy the house. Okay, go to the next comment.
Just making sure that this is right.
I think so. I think so.
Wait, what you say?
My shit coming out. My shit doing. And I don't even do like my math don't be quick like that, but
girl, my math don't be quick. I had a 8, 16, 20. Okay, cool. But no, next comment. So they just have her credit with a new LLC with absolutely no bank statements of monthly growth of her business. So she hasn't yet earned a dime through her business, but yet she got 6 figures in loans because she has an LLC. No business credit built, no revenue ain't happening. So first things first, using the term funding does not just mean loans. Like funding could be a private investor for one. Funding could be a credit card for 2. Funding could be a line of credit, a loan, whatever. Funding just means that you are allotted money, and then the funding from a bank is that the bank allotted you this credit. No matter if the credit came from a card or a line of credit or a loan. So first things first, it's just not a loan. And 6 figures in credit cards, we already addressed that. It's just strategically doing credit card stacking, which that's a whole different thing that you learn in university. Moving forward, you can't use your personal credit for business. It's like one of the first things they teach. Never mix your personal and business together. So first of all, we use your personal credit to personally guarantee for the business credit cards. Personally guaranteed meaning they have to prove that you're a good fit to give this money to you because they use your personal credit profile to make sure that you are a good candidate to get this credit, if that makes sense. So we're not mixing business and personal. You just have to use you as a personal guarantee for your business, unless your business, I don't know, unless you have the trade line thing and everything. Everybody has their different revenues of doing how they want to do stuff to acquire whatever they want to acquire. There's not just one route and one way to get to the end goal. There's different routes, there's different ways to get to the end goal. So for one, we're not mixing personal and business. We're just using our personal to obtain things.
Real quick, yeah, so no banks give you credit or funding without good personal credit, by the way. And I'm talking about Chase, Bank of America, KeyBank, Truist, PNC, Citizens, Navy Federal, all the banks that people talk about, they don't give you funding. No type of funding, credit cards, line of credit, or loans, no matter how much money you're making in your business, without good personal credit. Just saying. So it's really no such thing as that, besides like fintech companies, or if you're getting money from Square or PayPal or something like that. That's only if you're making sales in your business.
Yeah, like smaller companies, but bigger financial institutions.
You need good credit.
You need good credit.
All right.
There's no way around that.
Okay, let's do like one more, and then we could just go.
Okay. So they're talking about regulations. It says, what happens when Philadelphia cracks down on short-term rentals like NYC did last year? So a part of being a real business owner is knowing the regulations that are in your city or the city that you are operating in. So for one, Philadelphia did tighten up on their regulations for short-term rentals, but when you have a business, you obtain certain licenses and permits for your business. Just because something you need a license for, something you need a permit for, that's not stopping you from doing what you have to do. Go get the license, go get the permit, go get what the city's asking you for, and then go operate your money.
Regardless of what business that you are in, there are going to be problems and there are going to be solutions as well. So you have to figure out what you want to do. And if you're not cut to go ahead and solve the problems when things do occur, then you're not cut to be an entrepreneur and a business owner, an investor, and none of that. So just stick to what you're doing, because honestly, no matter what you get into, whether it's Airbnb, the car rental business, event space, real estate, online business, whatever it is, you're gonna go through things and you have to figure out how to handle it. So that's pretty much it. But the last thing we was gonna say, even though I addressed a little bit of things, but like basically just how like we felt about the whole situation.
Yeah. But you can go first. I can go first. Yeah, you can wrap it up. So okay, to put this in a nutshell, right? Personally, I felt about going viral for that particular video, because you can't really pick and choose what you want to go viral for. Right. You kind of just go viral and then like you just deal with it after the fact. But it was just a different light for me, because I'm definitely more private, understanding that to run businesses you have to be a lot more public actually. But I just felt like the negativity from the video, it definitely affected my mood, so to say. My mood, but knowing that I kind of like just gotta work and put the proof in the pudding, really. So that's really it about how I felt about it.
And it was like 2 weeks that it occurred. So the first day, I'm like, where's these comments coming from? And I'm just like, I'm like, are these fake? Like at first, but I'm just like, it's coming from somewhere. And then I was on TikTok and they were like, they're grinding up on Twitter, and I'm just like, what? And then I'm like, where? So I'm looking for it on Twitter, but I can't find it. Because I'm like, Twitter? Who gets on Twitter?
You don't use Twitter?
Who gets on Twitter still?
The Twitter people?
Yeah. Y'all are insane. It's like, no, let me stop before they roast me the fuck up again. But no, for real. Because it's like, who gets on Twitter?
Nothing to play with.
Twitter? I'm like, who gets on Twitter? But I'm like, whatever. Twitter. So I'm like, I get on Twitter, and then like I have like 15 followers on Twitter, because I can't get in my old account on Twitter, so I have like a new account on Twitter. And I was using Twitter as my safe space, but now I can't even use Twitter as my fucking safe space because of y'all. So let me stop. No, but I can't low key, because it's just like now if I tweet anything, people under my comments or whatever. But yeah, so I was just on Twitter, and then I seen people writing like, oh, like is this can't be real, this is a scam, da 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 da. And I'm just like, what? So it's just like I was just replying to people, saying little stuff at first. And then it was just funny to me because people were just like, oh, you're going to jail. Somebody's like, I'm gonna start a petition. And I'm like, okay, rat, with little rat emoji.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm just bidding with y'all because it's just like, first of all, I'm from Philly, so it's just like for people to say that, it's just like, you're a rat to me. Like to me at this point, you're a rat because it's just like you're ratting, talk about you're starting a petition and you're calling the cops
and so
and FBI.
do
they do that in New York?
What?
Call people rats? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that like that was being a rat to me? And I was like, that's not.
Especially if you don't work for the FBI, how the fuck is you looking?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you're investigating and sending it to like whatever. And I'm just like
calling the IRS. Did we call the IRS now?
I think that was like a little bit weird.
What's going on? Like,
but it's cool because I was just like, whatever. These people are different, but that's when I was just like, okay, whatever. So I left it alone. I mean, after like the first day, it was like I was on there, and then after the second day, it was still going on, and I was like on there a little bit the second day, but not as much. The third day, I was doing what I had to do because I didn't really care. It was going for 2 weeks. Then like after a week, I didn't really care that much, but it was still going on. More people, different influencers, different people are now making videos on top of what's going on. Right. So not only like did one person post it and stuff, but it was like other people trying to address it, trying to say this.
Input in there.
Yes, and then Spiritual World also reposted me, but they didn't really say nothing bad. They just posted it, and people were saying under like how they did it before too. So some people actually like understood, and some people didn't. And then and then that's when but most people that were like on, most people that were influencers were just trying to bash it pretty much. And then so then after that 2 weeks went by. And then that's when another influencer who was probably had like a lot of followers, I think she had like 5 million or whatever, I'm not gonna put her name, but basically she posted it, and then she was just basically trying to call me like a scam, and she has a lot of followers, so I'm just like why are you like throwing me under the bus? You don't even know me or whatever. And then it's just like,
and then she didn't even want to. I must hold on. Pause.
No names, because no free promotion.
Yeah, first of all, I definitely feel like, I don't know what she was trying to address. I can only assume from what the video or what she said in the video, what she was trying to address. But I definitely feel like when you definitely have a platform and you're trying to inform your followers, to get the tea, it could have been an easily DM, a easy message between her and the other person to like understand the situation a little bit more, to then put your ones and twos into, because it's like you're inferring what everybody else is trying to figure out of how it happened, what were the steps, what we're doing, is it a scam? But it's like you could have easily had used your platform and pushed positive notes like this is how she did it, and then put your suggestion like should.
But you didn't have to say I was a scam because you don't know I'm a scam or not, to be honest. Because I'm not a scam and I can prove it. But the way I am, it's just like I'm gonna just let you have that and whatever. I did post a video addressing it at first, but I took it down because I'm just like, you got it. Because at the end of the day, like I'm too real for that. Like, so it's like I don't really care. Like, it's like I care but I don't care at the same time, because I don't care how many followers, I don't care where you're at. Like, it could be Beyonce to me. Like, I'm fucking P.S. to me. Like, shit, I don't care who you are. Like, and I'm the one, because obviously you took the time to do it. So it's just like, that's you. Like, you took the time to address my shit, and I don't know you. I didn't even know, I don't even know who you are, but people sent it to me. That's the only reason that I like seen it or whatever. But to me, it's just like I'm me and I'm her to me. So it's just like I'm gonna be on top of you. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be on top of you, but I'm gonna say like I'm gonna be on top regardless, whether it's you, Beyonce, I don't care who it is. I'm always gonna be me, and I'm always gonna do what I gotta do for me, because I'm always like, I don't look at other people, I don't care what other people do or nothing like that. I just do what I gotta do for me, my brand, my business, my family, and stuff like that, to create like wealth for me, my family, and help other people that want to be helped. That's really all it is. So it's just like I don't really care.
And being real selfless, like I don't know if you're selfish, but you're really selfless, meaning like you do what you have to do for you and yourself as it should be, but you also are really empowering other women,
Yeah.
especially in your community. So it's like, as I told you before, it's like those who are aligned will be aligned. You know, not everybody's gonna understand it, not everybody's gonna agree with it, not everybody's gonna rock with you, but at the end of the day, she's selfless in terms of she definitely helps and she definitely teaches, and it's like she spreads positivity for two, and it's like we're literally learning and changing lives over here. Like,
yeah. So it was just like I don't really care like what really nobody has to say about anything that we do, because at the end of the day I know I'm gonna be, like I said, I know I'm gonna be on top regardless, whether it is now, whether it is later, whether it is 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I don't know when it's gonna be. Even though I'm there and a lot of people know me, and even though a lot of people know what I do and what I am, what I stand for, but I'm gonna continue. But yeah, y'all, so that is pretty much it for this podcast, and I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe this video, because we will be dropping so much more. And follow me on Instagram at psmilan2_, and
at Shine Scope on Instagram, now located in the city of Philadelphia.
yep, so you can get that body right. Okay, bye y'all.